Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day. My name is Nuriana binti Abdullah Sai. I'm from Team E. I'd like to thank Ms. Yashini Madhavan and to everyone. Today, the proposition team would like to reiterate our position that firm and consistent disciplinary action when combined with ongoing internal supervision is the most effective approach in addressing issue of misconduct and maintaining integrity in the Royal Malaysian Police PDRM. In the context of law enforcement, discipline is not just about a punishment, but an important mechanism to ensure accountability, professionalism, and public trust are always maintained. Therefore, through the agreement that will our present, we will prove that this approach is not only necessary but also very critical for the survival and authority of the national police institution. The first agreement I will pass to my friend Azlan.
My first argument, strict discipline as a preventive mechanism. Strict disciplinary action as a prevention mechanism against any misconduct among police officers. When rule are consistent and enforced without compromise, I send to clear message that there is no tolerant abuse of power, corruption, or ethical violation. Based on local newspaper report and official PDRM statement, case of misconduct that have been published as open show the institution commitment to clean up its image and uphold to professional. This approve is not intended to punish only, but to educate and from work to culture with integrity.
Greetings to the floor. While the proposition argues that the iron force of discipline is the answer, we believe this is a narrow minded approach. Strict discipline is reactive, it happens after the damage is done. Today, the opposition will prove that the best solution to reduce misconduct is not more punishment. Comprehensive structural reform, improve welfare, and independent external oversight. We will show that a culture of fear created by strict discipline often leads to cover-ups, not transparency.
Right. The first agreement addressing the root cause socio-economic factor. My name is Verdaisha. Strict discipline does not solve the root cause of a corruption, financial pressure. If a police officer cannot afford a basic standard of living, the temptation for robbery remains. Instead of just punishing them, the best solution is to improve the welfare and salary structure of the PDRM. When officers are well compensated and their family are secure, the incentive for misconduct drop naturally without the need for constant threat of punishment.
Hi, my name is Francis N. I'm an argumentative member Team E number 2. In addition to disciplinary action, our group insists that ongoing internal supervision is an extremely important complementary element. The supervisions includes performance monitoring, internal audit, as well as compliance with standard operating procedures. Without effective supervision, disciplinary action are only reactive However, with constant monitoring, an early sign of misconduct can be detected early, thereby preventing issues from becoming more serious. This also ensures that every police members always act in accordance with the law and the ethics of the professions.
Thank you. I give it to the next member.
The proposition argues for internal supervision. However, history shows that police policing themselves rarely works due to internal loyalty and blue walls of silence. The best solution is an independent police complaints and misconduct commissions. True accountability comes from an external body that is not based by internal department politics. External pressure is a more effective deterrent than internal discipline.
Hi to all students and thank you to our lecturer, Miss Yasin Madhavan. My name is Juswila Sipura and I'm the third proposition argument. My argument is about improving accountability and public trust. So let's continue to my argument. Consistent discipline and transparent supervision directly contribute in increased accountability in PDRM. When society sees that guilty members are dealt with impartially, public trust in the police institution will be increased. Then, public trust is the most important asset in law enforcement. Without this trust, community cooperation will be declined, simultaneously affecting public safety and order. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Police work is high stress. Misconduct, such as the use of excessive force, is often a result of burnout and untreated PTSD. Strict disciplinary action ignores the mental health of the officer. We argue that mandatory psychological counseling and stress management programs are better solution. By supporting the mental well-being of officers, we prevent misconduct before it happens, rather than punishing an officer who has already reached a breaking point.
Hi, my name is Ben. I am argumentative. Team E member number 4. Strict disciplinary action are consistent internal. Supervision are able to form an organizational culture of integrity in PRM. When integrity is at the core of every aspect of the job, police officer will be more aware of the moral and ethical responsibility of their profession, a work culture that emphasizes accountability and transparency will reduce the tendency to misbehavior, further producing members who are more disciplined, professional, and authoritative in carrying out their trust to the country and society. Thank you from me. I pass to next member.
Strict disciplinary action creates a culture of fear. When officers are terrified of being punished for minor mistakes, they are more likely to hide errors and protect bad apples to avoid collective scrutiny. A better solution is value based leadership training. We need to build an organizational culture where integrity is a core value, not just response to a threat. Education and ethics training lead to long term behavioral change. Punishment only leads to better hiding technicians.
Hi, good evening to Miss Yashini and good evening to everyone. My name is Adeva. My chapter number 5 However, to discipline and violent to push the butt, this a service to private to the majority of the police officer who are claiming to deserve honors and but practically with one to fail remember to negative to well but the negative to the superior to social media and taught to team which are word to transfer to invalid to PDRM but to individual to community micro to social network and social to team and who had need to member community by the this is member to memority and private member who service to honestly the team and this chapter I bring to another person. Thank you.
If we want to reduce misconduct, technology is a better tool than disciplinary hearings. The mandatory use of BWC, it means body worn cameras and dash cams, provides an objective record of every interaction. This protects both the public and the officers. When an officer knows they are being recorded in real time, the opportunity for misconduct is removed. This is preventative, systematic solution that is far more effective than the threat of a disciplinary board after the fact.
Hi, we met again, and thank you, friend. I'm Sig Agreo. My agreement is consistent discipline and continuous internal oversight are the foundation of effective and sensible institution reform. Without a strong internal control mechanism, any improvement effort in PRM risks failure or being temporary. Through this approach, PRM can ensure that every policy, training, and reform is implemented effectively at the operational level. As a result, the police institution will become more efficient, resilient, and reliable in line with the wishes of the community and the principle of rule of law.
The best way to reduce misconduct is to change the relationship between the police and the public. Community policing, where officers work closely with residents, build mutual respect. When officers feel they are a part of the community they serve, they are less likely to abuse their power, strengthening the bond between the PDRM and the rakyat is a more sustainable solution than simply increasing the severity of punishments.
D is last closing conclusion. The proposition team accept that firm and consistent disciplinary action, supported by ongoing internal oversight, is the most effective mechanism to curb misconduct and maintain integrity within PDRM. This approve, this approve strengthen accountability, protects member integrity, and increase public trust. Therefore, the SEC to authority of the national police institution. This approach should be defended and strengthened.
Okay, speaker, my name is Shah. In conclusion, the opposition team has shown that while discipline has its place, is it far from the best or only solution. Punishment is a band-aid on a tip one. To truly reduce police misconduct, we must address welfare, implement independent external oversight, and prioritize mental health and technology. We must move from a system of fear to a system of support and transparency. Therefore, we firmly oppose the motion. Thank you.
Thank you to all the members of the proposition team and opposition team. Every agreement has its advantage and disadvantage. We adopt the good point and improve on the bad. That our presentation. Thank you for watching.